That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. West side, bad boy.
All right. This is a
Special bonus ode for some freaking crazy shit that's happening right now
we just
in the world.
we're gonna do some deep dive and research about some theories, some conspiracy theories, some maybe real life events.
Let's start off at the very beginning, starting at last night.
Yes.
Everybody on Instagram last night trying to be on Instagram.
Yeah.
And
October
nothing
2nd.
was loading. October 2nd? Is that what
October
it is?
2nd was yesterday.
Nothing was loading, nothing was refreshing. It would say internet not connected, or it would just not work. And I would think it was my internet, I'd reset it, everything like that. And I didn't think anything twice about it. I just said, fuck it. Instagram's not working right now. Until I woke up today. Opened my eyes to the text message. Good old Riley White here saying.
So, I found out some things. A lot of other people found out, I'm sure. But recently, so Suge Knight, for people that are unfamiliar with who Suge Knight is, Suge Knight was, he worked very closely with Tupac. I think he was his manager.
Of Death Row.
Of Death Row Records. He was the CEO of that. He brought on Tupac. I think Snoop Dogg was also signed to them for a while. Anyways, he was also in the car with Tupac, in the car that Tupac got shot in. Anyways, he recently got into some big trouble for running over somebody in like 2016 or 2015 when the Straight Outta Compton movie was coming out, and ended up killing the guy. So he had to go to jail, in prison and shit like that. So he kind of got sentenced, and he just got into the prison system. And as soon as that happened, Suge Knight's son, his blood son, goes on to Instagram to just go insane posts talking about Tupac is still alive. This is a cover up the whole time. He's in Malaysia.
Saying he's in Malaysia.
Posts a bunch of photos of him with celebrities that weren't around during his reign.
He posted the picture of Beyonce and Tupac?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, he hasn't posted anything that's been photoshopped.
Except for that one.
Except for that one.
Yeah.
Which is guaranteed.
We know that one's guaranteed.
Yeah.
We found the original. So the picture that he posted with Beyonce, we figured out is fake because we found the original. It's a picture of Beyonce and Jay-Z somewhere.
Somebody photoshopped Tupac's face onto.
Yeah, but it looks so convincing. It looks like he's 40 because Tupac today would be 48.
So Suge Knight's son exposes all this information onto Instagram and throws out all these freaking pictures and saying that Tupac's alive and has text messages from unknown people saying, they found you out, shut it down now, or whatever the hell. You said too much, keep it quiet, all this stuff. He could be making it up, he could not be, but then he kind of made it into a whole thing where he was running from somebody the whole time on his story, on his Instagram story. If you watch it, he's always panicking and is looking over his shoulder thinking that somebody's watching him. And he even says somebody's following me, and then he's on the phone with a random person saying, it says what do you know, or something like that,
on
or
the text message
on the phone, on the phone when he's the audio.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
You haven't heard the audio?
I don't think I've seen that one, but go ahead.
He says, here, I'm just gonna pull it up real quick.
All right, cool.
Ask me what?
Don't worry about it.
And that's it. That's all I posted.
Oh, okay.
But the look on his face, he makes you think that it's something super important.
Yeah.
So
He looks scared.
He looks scared the whole time.
So the other pictures he's posted is with 50 Cent, who we've done the math.
Dove depth.
50 Cent's first big song was
here, I got it. I got the whole thing.
2003.
2003.
Get Rich or Die Trying
was his big song.
One of the other ones, I think Disco Inferno.
Tupac died in 96.
Yeah.
So there would be no reason for 50 Cent and Tupac to take a picture together unless he was coming out with a new song that was a huge hit or something that they wanted to get press for or publicity.
Tupac died the same year Eminem started to get big.
What record label did 50 Cent start on?
Shady Records.
Eminem's
label. Yeah.
Eminem had nothing to do with Suge Knight's label at all? Nothing to do with Death Row Records?
I actually don't know. Before I answer that, we should look that up.
Because I'm just trying to think of a time that Eminem or that 50 Cent and Tupac could possibly be.
No, because Dr. Dre was on Death Row, and he left Death Row. Remember? And then he made Aftermath.
Yep.
And then he signed Eminem to Aftermath.
Got it.
And then Eminem made Shady Records, signed to 50 Cent.
Got it. So there could be
Yeah.
a correlation throughout the line that 50 Cent was coming up with these other rappers at some point, but didn't make that big hit until 2003. So in 96, when Tupac and 50 Cent took that picture, supposedly,
If it was the year that
if
Tupac
it
died,
was the year that Tupac died,
he would have been what? How old?
how old would Tupac be or 50
No,
Cent?
50 Cent.
50 Cent would have been
21 in that picture.
21 in that picture in 96, yeah.
Yeah, he would have been 21. And his first big hit came out
In 2003.
Three,
So
which
6
would be-
years later, 7 years later.
28 years old. And
He doesn't really
He
look 28.
doesn't look 28. I'm looking at the picture right now, but what we looked up is we can't find the original picture of 50 Cent.
No.
That might
and
be Photoshopped
somebody.
in this.
So this is why I'm trying to figure out.
Also, if this was also taken when 50 Cent was a hit star in 2003, Tupac would be
He would have been dead for 7 years.
7 years, so that's 32 years old. He would have been 32 in this picture.
He looks about 32 in that
He
picture.
could be 32. Yeah, but he doesn't look 25
Tupac?
in this picture, and he died at 25 years old.
There's another one here of Tupac and 50 when they're both a lot older.
There's two.
50 looks a lot older, but it could be this is easily photoshopped because they're not touching for one, and the frame is kind of easily photoshopped.
Oh yeah,
Just two separate
I've
bodies.
seen that original picture. That's a picture with Tupac and Biggie.
Gotcha.
If you look up a picture of Tupac and Biggie, you'll see that exact picture of Tupac next to Biggie.
All right,
Biggie's
so
like
I'm
the
gonna
club.
go in and type in 50 Cent with a
Well, let's also talk about this real quick.
what was that G
The
Unit?
fucking-
A G Unit shirt? Is that a G Unit?
G Unit.
What does G Unit stand for? Does this say Gorilla
Gangster Unit.
Gangster Unit? This says Gorilla something. GOR Gap? Gap LA? Gap LA Unit?
What are you looking at here?
50's sweatshirt.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out what the writing says so I can Google the picture of that.
oh, the picture he's wearing in this Instagram photo. He's wearing a G Unit hat.
He's wearing a G Unit hat.
So look up when G Unit started. When
Oh, we're diving deep now.
2002.
G Unit started in 2002. So if there's any possible way that G Unit was around and Tupac and 50 Cent met and G Unit was happening, it would have to be 6 years after
Yeah.
50 Cent.
G Unit clothing was founded in 2003.
See?
Yeah. Unless that, yeah. Either way.
So
that's
either
6
way,
years after he
either
died.
this is photoshopped or this is 6 years after Tupac's death.
Looking 32.
And he does have a fucking beard or
50
mustache.
Cent. I'm gonna look up this 50 Cent G Unit hat. Like if there's a picture of 50 Cent looking exactly the same with a bunch of other people, then
I want to see who else he was with at some point. Like who would he have taken this picture with? I don't see anybody.
why is 50 Cent dubbed worthy to meet Tupac? And we gotta
That's
talk
why
about
I'm
that.
saying. That's why I think the whole Eminem, Dr. Dre thing had something to do with it. Like this is just one of his homies, and they're like, we're gonna take you to the party with us.
That's a connection he could have.
That's
because
what I'm
Dr.
saying.
Dre probably has a direct connection to Tupac.
Exactly.
And he's the closest. And Dre has 100% trust with M.
Boom.
M has good trust with
With
50.
50. Bam. So
That's an easy connection.
Eminem's like, yo, 50, I'm gonna bring you to this party, dude. Like it's gonna be tight. You're gonna meet Tupac, Dr. Dre. Like I'm gonna show you around.
Can
And
you
then
imagine you're like,
and
about to
then
meet Tupac tonight? I'd be like,
6 years
shit.
later, he comes out with his first big hit album,
50?
50. After that party of meeting all these people, which means after that
No,
night.
well, that would have mean that he would have met him when he was technically alive.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is that
Okay.
if this happened in that time frame in '96,
Yeah.
when Death Row hasn't even started yet, and when Dr. Dre didn't even start his record label yet.
When did Death Row? You don't know that. When did Death
No,
Row
when
start?
did Dr. Dre start his? What was that one? What was
Aftermath.
Aftermath?
96.
Aftermath started in '96, so that picture could have happened in '96. Aftermath's label party,
But 50 was never signed to Aftermath.
and 50's wearing a
Wait,
G
no,
Unit
he
hat,
is. I lied. 50 Cent was signed to Aftermath.
and 50 Cent's wearing a G Unit hat though, which
Yeah.
is the really fuck apart because
2002.
2002 is when G Unit hit.
When was 50 Cent signed to Aftermath? Oh, look at this. Years active as a rapper. 1996.
50 Cent?
Yes. So we can't just.
No,
Any good? You,
we can't
Because because his big hit was
Well,
2003
doesn't mean that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he
He
had a
could
whole
have been
career.
in the game for 6 years beforehand or 10 years
Absolutely,
beforehand.
you're right.
That's why he's at these parties. But the G Unit hat, unless he started the brand too, but that's a legitimate hat.
Yeah, unless G Unit was a completely different thing, and then he kind of made it a thing, kind of like how, I can't think of a good comparison.
Teamed up with Selman Hazenaj and Mark Echo
Who
to
did?
create the line for 50 Cent in 2003.
When did
So it was
when-
50 Cent, Selman Hasanaj, and Mark Echo
Okay.
came together and created G Unit brand. So unless Echo, because I think Echo is the only big one, had a G Unit hat at some point,
Echo was founded in '93.
but unless they came out with a G Unit hat,
Echo Unlimited. Yeah, I'm not finding anything before 2002.
for G Unit,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's all So we that could be that could be the smoking gun in that for that picture though. Is that hat?
That it's either fake or that it's what?
It's fake.
Yeah.
Because of
Or
the G Unit.
that
Unless
Tupac's alive, and this happened later on.
correct.
This was 6 years after when G Unit happened, and then they took the picture.
Yep. You could be 32 in that picture because that's when G Unit started to happen. And 50 Cent would have been 28, 27. He looks like that age, maybe even 26.
In
In whenever they took that picture,
96,
2002.
2002.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been 27
He
or
could be
26 or
26.
something like that. But let's talk about real quick how Tupac's estate has
Yes.
got all the access to
All the songs
his
and
unpublished and unreleased music 3 days before Suge Knight's son goes on this exposing deal.
yeah. But no, I thought it was 3 days after Suge Knight went to jail, which was to yesterday.
They announced that Tupac's estate got all his music looks like it says 3 days ago. But it could have happened beforehand, but they announced it to us about 3 days ago.
Yeah. So yeah, they just got the estate got all the music because Suge Knight went to jail.
And
So
apparently
why
they're gonna be
Motive.
paid the royalties.
Let's find motive.
Go ahead.
Why?
Fake the death.
Why fake the death? We'll start with that one, and then why come back after Suge Knight's in jail?
But yeah,
If Suge Knight never put the hit on Tupac, you think they're still cool because there's pictures of Suge Knight and Tupac talking and stuff throughout the years, like
Oh,
recently.
yes, but you're talking about the one where he talked Tupac with
Yeah, like a
Tupac
funeral
had
or
no
something.
tattoos.
Yeah.
That wasn't even at a funeral. That was like in Cuba or some shit
Yeah.
like that, Jamaica or something. And yeah, first thing, but like one, I looked at the video and he's wearing a jacket. So how are you gonna tell me he has no tattoos?
Yeah. Unless
Maybe-
Tupac has tattoos on the back of his
He
head, but I
does
don't
have
think
tattoos
so.
on the back of his neck, I
Yeah.
think. Look that up real quick. But that's an easy. You can.
Yeah, you can get that taken off or just fucking covered up and make it if you want.
If he's faking his death and he has to hide in disguise, that's the first thing he has to
Or
do.
he's old as shit and that shit fades.
Well, I got another question real quick. If this mission is this big, why is he taking pictures with these celebrities? I feel like that would be the first rule.
Yeah.
No pictures. You can meet him, you can conversate,
No pictures.
no pictures. Because if that gets out, unless they're like, fuck it.
Well, maybe that's
let it
what's
get
happening
out.
is that they're not taking any pictures. People are taking pictures of him. So he doesn't take any pictures. There's never one where he's like, well, him 50.
Yeah,
But that's what makes me think that,
it's Photoshop.
well, or it was from 96. Like,
Okay.
legitimately, that was like an album party in 96.
Yeah, but
and
then
they took a
but
picture.
that doesn't. But then the G Unit.
But then the G Unit hat doesn't make sense.
That debunks that it's not in '96. That picture of 50 had to be 2002 and higher,
And
or
higher.
2003 and higher, unless that could have been his company or it could have been just his merch.
Unless he
Because
was trying to just start that off.
G Unit was a rap group, so that could have been merch, but
Okay.
it's 1 year difference.
So motive for faking the death.
The motive for faking the death is
One.
protection.
Protection from East and West Coast rap battle.
Yeah, which was getting really high and really
Real
violent.
heavy. Protection from the government because
Because
Tupac was a huge activist against,
Plenty of things.
plenty of things.
Yeah.
And then his mom and dad were also huge partners of the Black Panthers, which his
is
mom
major,
went to
like-
jail. Went to jail for more than 150 charges of conspiracy against the United States government.
Okay.
So this is somebody whose parents already had conspiracy against the United States government, and now somebody who has a following of half the nation, if not all of you.
Yeah, except more. No, more.
More.
I look onto his like discography. Like Homeboy was worldwide.
Yeah.
He was worldwide.
So you have the attention of all these people, and you're throwing these conspiracies out there. You think that you're gonna get
Not
shushed by
even
the government?
conspiracies.
Yeah. Facts.
Could be.
Do you think you're gonna get shushed by the government? 100%.
Are you-
Especially in that time. Back in that time, in the 90s and like 80s, when
Because it could have happened either way. You have to hide yourself from the government, or the government's gonna kill you.
exactly.
And he knew this.
Exactly.
But the thing is, though, is that how did his dad die? Look that up real quick. Because his mom lived until 2016, completely fine.
Yeah, and it's pretty crazy how a mom and dad could keep that kind of secret until their deathbed and not tell anybody even after
Unless
they're...
they weren't in on it. But I'm
So
trying to
they
figure
think...
out-
So you're saying that Tupac's parents think that he's dead too?
which would be wild.
That would fucking suck.
That would suck because that sucks that you can't see his parents, but he can fucking hang with 50 Cent.
Yeah.
I feel like there's certain people that are worthy to meet Tupac, and I think his parents are way above fucking 50.
Yeah.
So, like, unless these artists are the ones who made this plan, like Dre was part of this plan. Like, what there was no funeral, there was no memorial, there was no tribute.
Nothing.
The autopsy picture they put out was fake.
All fake. Because the tattoos don't match up.
Tattoos don't match up. So much.
Crazy, dude. It's crazy. All right, let me see. How did Tupac's dad die? Let me see. Almost there.
Okay, so yeah, motive. Protection from the government. Protection from the East Coast and West Coast battle because it was getting violent. And we had a third reason.
Money for their estate.
Yeah, but that I don't think that has any. I don't think money has anything to do with it.
No.
No.
Faking the death.
I don't. Yeah, no. I think. Well, let's go.
Well,
into
because he
another
didn't
one.
have his rights to all his music that he was creating with Suge Knight's label.
Yes, but it wasn't owned by Suge Knight. It was owned by this mass media company called.
Well, they're either way. If he faked his
Like
death, maybe he can
Entertainment
get the rights to his music. If he dies, maybe he gets the rights to his music.
But he died in '96, and he didn't get the rights to his music to 2018.
But that could just be a court
But-
process. Like like a court process taking that long of 20 years is not that big of a time for something like that.
Yeah, but I don't think this was a like a 25-year battle.
Huh.
22-year battle? He died 22 years ago. 22 years ago.
You think it just happened when
It
Suge
said
Knight went to
it said
jail?
5 years of fighting. This mass
Ah.
media enterprise called Entertainment One. They owned all of Tupac's unreleased music and his estate, Tupac's estate, which is like his family
Yeah.
and all that, won the battle and now have complete rights to all his music. Then they also went on to announce that he's releasing 2 new albums, which is wild. He's already released 5 posthumous albums. I don't know, I probably pronounced that wrong. Posthumous?
But I don't know.
And he's going to release 2 more right after. So if he releases these 2, but like comes back and he's talking about like regular stuff, you know what I mean? Like current events shit. We got some stuff we got to talk about.
Okay. Clark County Coroner's Office. The certificate of death was issued from Clark County's coroner office.
Okay. He's going to come back. He's going to have an XXX feature. I bet.
I don't know where to go for this.
To find the record, the
To
death
find
record.
the death record.
I don't know if those are public. You have to go. That's a deep dive.
Here we go.
But let's talk about some more Tupac sightings up in here.
I'm gonna get in it, dude. I'm gonna find it. Because
Go ahead.
where's Clark County at? Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's where he died.
That's where he died.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, this could be a huge cover up. Man, it could be huge.
And you know what? I want to dive. Let's get into this. Let's talk about Michael Nice.
Michael Nice, motherfucker, Michael Nice.
Michael Nice is this guy who goes on YouTube, goes on this insane rant that actually gets talked by a lot of people, saying that he helped smuggle Tupac into Cuba with Fidel Castro's help, apparently, and he snuck him on as a co-pilot, so people wouldn't see him on the plane or something like that. And he's been living in Cuba, and he's been moving from Cuba to Jamaica, and now he's in Malaysia.
Moving them all around.
And then Suge Knight's son also comes out and says he's in Malaysia right now.
So everyone's saying.
So back in the day, when they said he was in Cuba, lots of other people said he was in Cuba. Then lots of people said they saw him in Jamaica. And now, two people that are claiming to help and have this gang of crazy ass evidence, and Suge Knight's son, which is like a direct contact to this.
Both say that he's in Malaysia.
Both say he's in Malaysia.
But also, Suge Knight's son could be doing this for fame easily.
Why?
Why not? He's been living in his dad's shadow for so long, and now his dad's in jail.
What has Suge Knight's son tried to do? Do you know?
No, but maybe nothing at this point.
Well,
now he's getting.
Let's look up Suge Knight's son motive here. What is his job? I need to see. Is it Suge Knight Jr.? Is that his name?
Maybe. I don't think you would have a job if you're Suge Knight's son. I don't think you need one.
Okay. I guess so.
This guy's talking about some crazy shit, though, Suge Knight's son. On his Instagram story, he's talking about that the Illuminati is cloning people, and that's what's happening. He didn't even say that this is Tupac. Alive, real Tupac. He's saying that the Illuminati is cloning people.
What?
Yeah. So,
elaborate on that.
Well, I'm going to pull it up right here on his Instagram story.
Because that could make sense. They're cloning people?
Yeah.
That brings us back to our Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And Bono.
The truth is, the Illuminati has been cloning people.
The Illuminati has been cloning people.
That's it. That's what it says. Beware of fake accounts. Their job is to distract you. The Illuminati are all about power. This is why you see powerful names getting locked up.
Getting locked up? What do you mean getting locked up? Like who?
Getting locked up. His dad, dude.
His dad is... Oh. You think Suge Knight was trying to say some shit too? Because if Suge Knight says something, that's a whole other ballgame.
Maybe Suge Knight was gonna fucking come out and say something. And then...
He's had some shit. Remember he had a fucking... People think he's had a hand in Eazy-E's death?
Yeah, dude. People think that Suge Knight did a lot of crazy shit, man.
He had the AIDS gun.
Yeah, he had the AIDS gun.
He joked about.
Suge Knight's just a crazy guy.
Yeah. No, he's killed people, I think.
Yeah.
Before. Or at least hired someone to kill someone before. Like he's got problem doing that.
Yeah.
He's a businessman, but he's also brutal as fuck.
He's a businessman. He's about business, man.
About business, man.
Takes care of business, man.
Suge.
And he'll fuck somebody up if they try and fuck with his money.
Yeah, he ran someone over.
Fuck with my money.
But now he's in jail for 28 years.
28 years seems like a long time to run somebody over.
Yeah, but...
Did they die?
Oh, wait. Well, he could be getting 20... He says, we'll get 28 years in jail or credit for time served, and because of jail packing, he could get out in a little more than 10 years.
Okay. Did he kill the guy that he ran over with the car?
Yes.
He died.
He died.
So...
There's a whole video of it.
Was it involuntary manslaughter, or was it voluntary? Did he try to hit him?
It said murder. First degree murder.
For first degree murder?
But I could be... This one could be wrong here. This is just called the source. Look that up. But I saw the video, and what happens is he like pulls into this parking lot, and I think he wasn't supposed to be there.
First degree murder is defined as unlawful killing that is both willful and premeditated, which means that he wanted to do it and he planned on doing it.
That wasn't the case.
That's not what happened.
No, so in the video, you could probably look this up on LiveLeak or some shit. It's a full surveillance video. Look it up. Someone approaches his car, and he's in a big red truck or something like that, or a red SUV.
Involuntary manslaughter usually refers to an unintentional killing that results from recklessness or criminal negligence or form of an unlawful act in a misdemeanor or a low-level felony.
Okay.
So, involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah. What about that?
We gotta look for the sentence for that. Because if it's less than 28 years, then this guy's getting put under for something way more than fucking 12 to 16 months.
12 to 16 months? Well, then find out Suge Knight's sentencing. Look that up. Like, what is he? And
Unless he was on multiple counts of this, because I feel like maybe Suge Knight was trying to expose something, and they're putting him in for a lot more than fucking what he was supposed to. They caught him on one thing, and then threw him in for a lot more. Caught him on the manslaughter, on the hitting of the car, and then booked him for so much more.
But didn't expose it to the public. Kept the records straight.
Left it as a murder or a killing.
As one, they're like, we got him for something. Now we can get him for everything.
Yeah.
But they would need evidence on everything.
Or do they?
So the court might have it, but they also.
Or do they need evidence on everything? Because there's plenty of freaking court cases where the evidence doesn't match up.
Are we saying, what are we saying here? That Suge Knight killed Tupac?
No, I'm saying that I think Suge Knight was trying to expose the government, and he didn't kill Tupac, and Tupac's still alive, and that there's some shady shit going on. And then they locked him up for it.
Because the one man who's going to know. Well, he did kill someone.
He did kill somebody, but it was a random person involuntarily.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was.
Which isn't 28 years of fucking sentence in jail.
No, it's, well, I don't know. Kinda.
Let me see.
Did it say he was convicted for involuntary manslaughter?
Nope. I gotta look that up. But involuntary manslaughter is what happened in the accident.
Uh-huh.
Suge Knight faces up to 30 years in prison if convicted on the robbery charge because of prior felony conviction for assault with a deadly weapon.
What's voluntary manslaughter? Because that's what it says he's sentenced. That's
voluntary manslaughter?
Yeah.
Okay. But apparently he had other felony charges before this.
Yeah.
So
I guess they have like what but they have like a warrant against him because they could find him easily. I'm sure he wasn't like in hiding, as far as I know.
Okay, so voluntary manslaughter is pretty much the same thing as involuntary manslaughter. Just
what? How?
Voluntary manslaughter is the killing of a human being in which the offender acted during the heat of passion, under circumstances that would cause a reasonable person to become emotionally or mentally disturbed to the point that they can't reasonably control their emotions. Voluntary manslaughter is one of two main types of manslaughter.
Okay.
Involuntary is an accident.
Yes, but so
voluntary is getting angry at something, causing you
to kill
somebody. Not on accident still, but you had that anger beforehand.
But okay, but you killed him on accident?
Yeah.
But you're mad. Like you were like
if me and you got in a heated argument right now.
Okay.
We're fighting right now. We get real mad to a point where we get into a fist fight. We start fist fighting. I end up killing you in that fist fight. Voluntary manslaughter.
That's not murder?
I wasn't meaning to kill you.
But we like exchanged back and forth.
Not that I'm gonna kill you, just that we're gonna have a fist fight.
Your intentions weren't to kill.
I punch you in the face, you fall down, knock your head on like a fucking
got it
something and die.
Got it. Okay.
Done.
You like someone pushing him down the stairs by accident.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay,
Done.
that's what he did because
the willfulness for murder would be I wanted to push you down the stairs or I wanted you to hit your head on that, and I premeditated it. I planned this out and said I'm gonna kill this guy today with this.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
And that would become murder.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Huh.
So Suge Knight.
So Suge Knight got caught up for voluntary manslaughter, which accidental manslaughter, killed somebody, and then had felony charges before then. So I don't really know the whole judicial system, but I think 30 years in prison is a long fucking time for that.
28 years.
Robbery with a deadly weapon. He didn't kill anybody that time.
How long do people get for voluntary manslaughter?
Let's see. Wow. Does
it make more sense?
Yeah. He
Okay.
actually got off pretty nice.
Oh, okay.
This guy got sentenced for 60 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But the government still wanted to get him. They've been trying to get him. He's been bragging. He went on, I think, Jay Leno, and he bragged about.
If you go to jail for 60 years for voluntary manslaughter, how much do you go to do for murder? Your whole life? You're automatically life in prison, right?
25 to life. Yeah.
25 to life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would take 25.
Yeah, but you gotta
That's
have
the minimum.
You gotta have an amazing lawyer. It's gotta be a crazy weird incident. Like it's like you get 25 years for killing someone. Like you got off on on a pretty good case. I guess. I don't know. I could be wrong, but life is a lot worse, and that's what most people get for killing someone.
Okay, so first degree murder is a maximum of 15 years in prison, and minimum of 15 years in prison, maximum of 30 years. If a firearm is used plus a mandatory minimum of 25 years. Oh, so if a firearm is used, it's plus a minimum of 25 years, mandatory. So you're guaranteed pretty much 60 years. If it is second-degree murder, it's life in prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's second degree and first degree? Which one's worse?
I think second-degree for sure. Second-degree murder is intentional and planned act to take someone's life, whereas second-degree murder is usually unplanned. All right. Well, anyway, we're getting off subject here.
Yeah, okay. So what's your final verdict? What do you want to give me your final verdict real quick, or we could, for now, and then we can dive back in later.
Final verdict for now is that how much I want to believe that Tupac is alive and well, I think that Suge Knight's son is crazy.
Okay. I'm with you there. I think he might be a little crazy.
I don't want to believe that that's what it is, but somewhere deep down, I think that's just
the
what's
fact
happening.
that he posted some Photoshop photos.
Yeah,
Makes
kind
me
of.
believe
Yeah, it kind
that-
of puts me on edge.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't know as much as we think,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
but then again, maybe
but then
he does.
again, there's lots of
And who knows?
clues.
Somebody didn't Photoshop that photo of Tupac and Beyonce and made it Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Exactly.
So
You gotta look at the one that looks better.
who knows?
The HD one or the grainy one?
Oh, the grainy one. Probably the grainy one.
Probably grainy one's real.
Mhm.
Probably.
So easy to make straight lines. You know how
Yeah.
hard it is to make grainy lines?
Uh-huh. All right, well, if anyone has any information
Please.
on Tupac sightings or Tupac being alive or anything that relates to what the hell we just talked about,
Tupac, the new Bigfoot.
email us. Yeah.
That's the title of this out over this.
All right, I'm calling it that.
Tupac and then colon, the new Bigfoot.
Keep your eye out, please.
We
Look
need
at-
to
we
know.
need him. We need him to get the new single out. Talking about Trump and all that shit.
If he talks about Trump in his new album,
It's a wrap.
it's a wrap.
He's alive.
But Trump was alive when he was alive.
Yes, but he wasn't Trump as we know it today.
He was a white man in power.
Yeah, but he wasn't universally hated.
No, that's true.
He was hated, but
Damn,
like,
by the universe, dude.
yeah, the universe
The
hates this
universe
guy.
hates you. Aliens come, they're like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, it's pretty bad if you're universally hated.
That's crazy. All right, well,
all right.
good sode.
Good sir. I will please send information. We will get back if we get more information. To be continued.
First off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim. West side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus, Puffy tryna see me weak, hearts I rip. Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia, some mark ass bitches. We keep on coming while we running for your Jews. Steady gunning, keep on busting at the fools. You know the rules. Lil Caesar, go ask your homie how I leave you. Cut your young ass up, leave you in pieces. Now be deceased. Lil Kim, don't fuck around with real G's. Quick to snatch your ugly ass off the streets. So fuck peace. I let them niggas know it's on for life. Don't let the West Side ride the night. Bad boy murdered on wax and kill. Fuck with me and get your caps peeled. You know, see, grab your blocks when you see Tupac. Call the cops when you see Tupac. Who shot me? But your pumps didn't finish. Now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace. Nigga, I hit him up. Check this out. You motherfuckers know what time it is. I don't even know why I'm on this track. Y'all niggas ain't even on my level. I'ma let my little homies ride on you bitch made ass bad.